Hey guys, my name is Sedona Reyes, and sorry if it's really dark in here. I actually have a migraine, but it's okay. Everything's fine. I took some medicine, so I think I'll be fine. But let me talk about how I manifested over $1,000 in one day. Literally, all like credit to Sammy Ingram. I literally did what she told me. Also, this was like 2 years ago, and I'm like trying to do this again. No, I am doing this again. So I started affirming it like a lot. So mind you, I was like low-key not fully unemployed. I just like wasn't making a lot of money at my side job. So story time, let me just tell you how it began, how I found Sammy Ingram, obviously on YouTube. And I love the hot high priestess. She's so adorable and amazing and gorgeous and so funny and smart and like slay. Like just love her, and her affirmations are really good too. And I remember finding Sammy Ingram on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? Like, why don't I want to manifest $1,000 a day. And mind you, I have my Etsy business. So as you know, I do like spell necklaces on Etsy, and they blew up in like 2021, I think. So this was like, I need to put the timestamps of like, I'm gonna put the receipts too, because I know some people are gonna be like, there's no fucking way like you manifested that. Actually girl, I did. And you know what, just because I did it, that means that you can do it too. So you can do it in your own way. You can literally manifest money out of the blue. Like, you can literally manifest money without like even trying, you know what I mean? So like for me, I had a business, so I was like, oh, I just need to manifest more orders for my business. But my affirmation was, quote, I make $1,000 a day. That was my affirmation, right? So I was working at this job. I had really bad anxiety. I didn't want to be leaving the house, just like personal, like mental health stuff. And so my other job, I lowered my days, so I wasn't making that much money. I had that pressure of like, oh, I need to make money. I was affirming, wasn't working because I had resistance, because I was thinking like, how am I gonna get money? Like, how's it gonna happen? I kept thinking of the how and not just affirming through it and like powering through it, you know? So that was my biggest thing. So what I did was I spent literally like a crazy person, alone in my room, and I was just like affirming, I make $1,000 a day, make $1,000 a day. And what I did, if you're spiritual at all and you like believe in like chakras and stuff, if you don't need to do this. I'm just saying like my perspective, my POV was what I used to do is I believe like sometimes when I'm making my spell necklaces, I feel my chakras open in my hands. And that's a thing where energy literally can come out of that, and it's like healing energy, but it also can be like creation energy too. So I just remember being like, what's it called? Like going like this and like opening it up. So I'd go like this, like think about it. When you clap for a performer, you're like clapping, you're opening up those chakras because you're giving them energy like for their performance, like you're thanking them. So I was thinking about it and I was like, okay. And I would do this for my affirmations, which I started doing again recently. So I was like, okay, I make $1,000 a day. And I would look in the mirror too. And I would look in my eyes and I'd be like, I make $1,000 a day, I make $1,000, literally like a crazy person. Like I was so sure it was gonna happen. So that was the first part of my manifestation, right? So I did the affirmation for like, I make that much in my business. And there was a time where I was making that much in my business, but then it stopped for like 6 months because I stopped affirming, I stopped manifesting. I had a bad mindset. So it really is important, I feel, that if you feel like your mindset changing, to affirm and like set those beliefs back in place and just like keep affirming. So yeah. And then, okay, so next. So I did that. I did the affirmations. Okay. Number 2, what I did was I actually visualized a loop. So I did, that was some and Sammy Ingram thing too. So I was like, what my loop was, I imagined on my phone, like my Etsy orders, like I'll try to find a screenshot because it's from years ago. It's 2026 now. That was like 2023 or 2022. I'm not sure what year it was, but I'm going to try to find the order. But so essentially I was affirming it, and then I would imagine that many orders on my phone. So that was one of the loops. And I had another loop where it was like more realistic. So I was like, when I was busy in my shop, in my online shop, I would have to get garbage bags filled with orders, like to drop them off at the post office. I would literally have to do that. I would have to get bags of orders and go to the post office, and people would be like, girl, like what the fuck are you doing? Like literally, like people would look at me like that. And I even had post office people like, what are you selling? Like super nosy and shit. But I was nice. I was like, oh yeah, like I make necklaces. Like, I just would keep it short. I don't want to, like, you know, have people asking like questions with other people online and stuff. I don't want to be doing all that. So I was just like, yeah, I just make necklaces, thank you. And I would just like drop them off. Yeah. So I would do that. And so yeah, that's how it works. So essentially that's what happened. It took me 3 days. I was literally in my room for 3 days, just like crazy affirming, crazy manifesting. I barely like watched TikTok, barely watched TV. And then boom, it fucking happened. So I got an order, and I remember this order because I made a huge spell jar, like the biggest one ever, the biggest spell jar ever, and that shit was fucking powerful. Like, I remember making it and being like, holy shit. Like, I felt like a crazy person. I felt like a crazy witch, like storing her fucking, like, her, what's it called? Like her brew, you know, and shit. Like, that's how I felt. And I was like, oh my God, I'm making a money spell for myself. I should make a money spell for someone else, because I'm like very like karma kind of energy sometimes. That's like one of my beliefs. So I was like, I should incorporate that into my manifestation. Step 3, whatever beliefs you have, if you are a witch and that's, you like to manifest that way, use that. Be making spells and affirming, like use it. Like, you can do anything you want, but it's your belief system. Like, that's all what Sammy Ingram is. It's like, you don't even need to do all that. You could just affirm, but like, you need to believe that it's gonna work, you know? So that was just like my third thing. I think that's what really sold it. And that thing I sold for hella money. I'm pretty sure I sold that jar for like $500 because it took me like days to make it because it was huge and I had to use so much freaking wax. It was like this big. Actually, I don't remember how big it was, but it was heavy, and shipping it was expensive, making sure it was like, because it was glass. And yeah, so I sold that, literally sold it when I was affirming. I make $1,000 a day. That was $500. And then I sold a bunch of spell necklaces, and it was like to a foreign country. So they like paid for the shipping, and it was like 1,000 something. I think it was almost 2,000, but with taxes taken out, it was over $1,000. So I got my $1,000 a day because I do not dream of labor. I don't, but I love helping people and I love being creative. So check out my Etsy, Escape Reality Magic. Check out my music, Sedona Rays. I literally produce and write all my music, and I just released my first debut album. If you like indie alternative, what are you doing? Listen to my music and subscribe and like. Anyway, I tried to keep this video short. Someone will probably in the comments give like a timestamp of like what I did, but yeah, check out my other videos. Like, we just have a good time here. We just have a good time. Have a beautiful day. Bye, guys.